Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
It's good to have you here. I'm Whitney Ward. Happening right now, a diesel gas leak in Cheney. Washington's Department of Ecology is trying to figure out how that diesel got into Minnie Creek.
KREM 2 Shannon Mowdy went to the creek today to see what's being done to clean up and solve the leak.
Hazmat response crews are soaking up and scraping out part of Cheney's Minnie Creek after a spill was reported late last week. The Department of Ecology was called in by Cheney Fire July 19th.
First looking at it, we thought this was some type of a solvent that somebody had dumped into the creek.
But Ty Keltner says an investigation later tracked down the source, a leak at the Chevron across First Street.
It's underground in a vault. It's a leak-proof tank.
Store manager John Calcaterra laughs now, but it's been a tough few days since he was told the spill was coming from underneath this red-dyed diesel pump.
He told me there's a leak in my tank.
This type of diesel is used in farm equipment, so Calcaterra says they called in farmers to help empty the tank. They also had the tank and the backup vault surrounding it checked out.
They could not find a leak in our tank, so we're looking at what else could have happened.
That vault also had diesel spilled into it.
For now, DOE says the diesel leaked out of the vault and through piping and culverts, eventually reaching Minnie Creek.
We'll have to do some more investigating and determine just how much is spilled and how long we think this has been going on for.
Work also continues to figure out just how far this contamination goes. Tests did show the diesel leached into the creek soil, so some of that is being excavated out.
At this point, we've collected about 30,000 gallons of mixture of diesel and water, and that includes some work that's done in the culverts and storm drains.
So far, there's no telling how long the cleanup will take, but DOE says as of right now, there are no known health or environmental impacts. Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.
All right, let's switch gears and talk weather. After several days in the 90s, a welcome change today with some cooler temperatures in the inland northwest.
It was kind of nice. Our chief meteorologist Jeremy Legoo now tracking this drop in temperatures and for how long?
Oh, another day.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay.
But then it doesn't get as hot. How about that? That's kind of the silver lining here right now. Set at 78 degrees. We've dropped a couple in the past hour, and wind continues to blow. Wind out of the west-southwest at 20 miles per hour still counts as breezy as we head into the evening. But notice our relative humidity, 24%. That's pretty good considering yesterday we were even drier and even windier. Wind across the region seems to be about 20 to 25 miles per hour, exactly what we thought it would do yesterday at this time. And it does look like it eventually calms down tonight. And as it does so, the wind is behind us. But how about those temperatures? Across the region, temperatures pretty close to that magical 80-degree mark, and those are quite a bit cooler than where we've been as of late. We're going to see more and more sunshine throughout the evening and more sunshine in the days to come. Tomorrow winds up looking pretty similar to today, except less wind and more sun. 82 degrees after a really cool morning. I think tomorrow morning, one of the coolest mornings we've seen in a while. And if you like it, good news. Thursday might be even cooler. And then our temperatures start to climb. Mid-80s Thursday, near 90 Friday, and staying that kind of warm right through the weekend.
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. Thank you very much. New stricter water restrictions are now in place for the city of Spokane. The city declared level 2 drought response based on the low flow of the Spokane River. The new restrictions include no outdoor watering between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Watering is limited to no more than 2 days per week and fewer than 2 hours per day. Also, you are not allowed to use water to clean hardscapes like sidewalks, driveways, or decks. Tonight on KREM 2 News at 6, our Verify team is looking into how the city is enforcing the water rules.
New developments today in the case against the man who is accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students last fall. The suspect, Brian Coburger, is not providing an alibi ahead of trial. According to new court documents, the suspect said he could not have committed the crime of which he is accused because he says he was not in Moscow at the time of the murders. But he did not specify where he was at the time of the murders, but did say he reserves the right to say where he was if he is called as a witness at his trial. Now, his attorney wrote that Brian Coburger stands firm right now on his right to remain silent. The suspect's trial is scheduled to begin on October 2nd of this year. The suspect accused of killing 2 people and injuring 3 others near the Gorge Amphitheater last month was back in court today. According to new court records, 26-year-old James Kelly claimed he was on psychedelic mushrooms at the time of that shooting. 29-year-old Brandy Escamilla and 26-year-old Jocelyn Ruiz were shot and killed. Kelly's trial is scheduled to begin on August 25th.
The city of Spokane now has an official city attorney after more than a year without one. In last night's city council meeting, council members voted 4-1 to approve Linton Smithson's appointment. This comes after last year when Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward named him the interim city attorney. Smithson was a longtime attorney with the Spokane County Prosecutor's Office.